All right, we're back.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
All right, welcome to the third episode of First Reaction, Fan Reaction. I am your host, Dara Whitman, and here with me is my co-host,
Cailin.
using the funny voices every time.
Every single time.
How you doing, Cailin?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about some Firefly. It's been a very long day. It's dark now.
It is dark. Anyway, let's get into this. We are still reviewing Firefly because we're not done yet, but we will be soon because there's so few episodes.
It's not a very long series.
All right, this is episode 4. Yes, episode 4. Shindig. Not Shine.
Not Shine.
Whatever. Anyway, so in this episode, there is some pretty dresses and some swords and some dickheads.
Oh yeah, plenty of those.
And some other stuff that goes on. It was an interesting episode.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one, actually. It was kind of different because it wasn't spent on, the Serenity.
Mm-hmm.
It was more spent on, Persephone? That was the planet?
Yeah, Persephone.
Yeah, and so, and which I mentioned back in the first episode that I really liked how that planet was set up. I thought the setting was really interesting. And it continued to really interest me. I think you got to see a little more of, what, like, a populated area is like on one of those planets. So I like that. I like the setting. I just thought the episode was fun and I enjoyed it. So
yeah, I like this episode a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But the basic plot is the crew is going back to Persephone because their old pal Badger, played by Mark Sheppard, has a deal with them to move to have. Basically, they have some cargo. Well, they don't. A socialite man. It's a guy who's like rich.
He's social lit.
His name is Warwick Harwow, whatever. And basically, he doesn't particularly like Badger, but he needs somebody to move the cargo. And Mal is a bit...
Cowgo. Listen, I try.
The cargo is a bunch of cows.
Spoiler alert.
I mean...
They don't really say that until the end of the episode.
They don't, but that's the cargo. Anyway. So, basically, that's the thing. Badger wants them to move the cargo. So they're back on Persephone, and he's going to be at a ball.
He has to move the cow. I'm sorry, I just really like cow puns.
So that's why they're on Persephone. Meanwhile, Inara is looking for just some work. Mm-hmm. Why not? And she gets work with Atherton Wing.
Who's just like prime, just,
he's like
class A douche.
He is B grade. What's his name from Mr. Fantastic? Eoin Griffin.
Oh, okay.
He's B grade.
I don't know that actor is.
Like if they did if they did a Fantastic Four and they wanted to get somebody exactly like him, they would get him.
I don't think he looks exactly like him. He looked kind of like a mix between him and the guy who played Dr. Doom.
I'm saying like B grade.
B grade, yeah. Oh. Well, like any Fantastic Four movies, really gotta be grade. Let's be honest here.
Whatever. Anyway, he's B grade. Although I thought the actor did fine with what he had to do.
Oh, he did fine.
Yeah, but she's actually a regular customer of Inara, and he basically wants to take her to said ball.
Yeah, he needs a classy lady friend.
Yeah.
A nice companion.
And Mal also needs a date, so he decides to bring Cailin because he was mean to her earlier.
Yeah, he was kind of a dick about the dress thing.
They went up, apparently now, instead of mannequins, they have, models, which I don't know how fun of a job that would be.
I get paid to stand still for a while, honestly.
For 8 hours?
If I got, a bathroom break in between, I wouldn't really care. It's doable. That's in my...
And Cailin, a very, floofy pink dress, which, it was a bit too floofy.
Very, very, 19th century style. Oh, yeah.
Zoe doesn't like it. Zoe likes Slinky.
Slinky.
And so does Wash. They were so adorable in this.
They were fun in this episode.
Yeah, so then not everybody's going to the ball. Inara and Atherton go to the ball. And he is kind of a dick.
Oh, yeah. He's standard, high class. And,
he kind of refers to Inara as, he says mine and property. And really...
Yeah, pro tip, don't take ownership of ladies. They do not like that.
No.
You do not own them.
Sometimes...
Even if you pay for their service, you still do not own them because they are...
You own them for...
humans.
Yeah.
You can't own humans.
Sometimes they might punch you in your balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or other places.
Well, like, it's clear, like, he doesn't really like her for her personality, or her knowledge, or her sense of humor. He likes her for her hair,
skills.
For her hair, and her face, and her boobs, and her vagina.
I mean, those are nice.
Those are nice.
But that's not all of her.
Nope. Anyway, so basically, just to get that plot point out of the way, they're all at this ball, Mal, Cailin, Nara, and Atherton. Mal meets with Roy, basically mentioning that this is the deal to move his cargo, and Kaylee is being bullied.
Yeah, some mean girl situations going on here. I thought that was rude.
The one guy
Girls
owns her.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
Got a nice old man.
And all the guys like Kaylee, because she knows mechanics.
How could you not, really?
I like Kaylee. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what do you think What do you think of the ballroom scene?
I like the ballroom scene. I'm trying to think of like it kind of draws from a lot of other movies or like kind of comedic movies that have those ball scenes. Mm-hmm. So, it was it fell into that, but it was fun. I don't know. Just a good scene. Like I said, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so anyway, at this ball, obviously Kaylee's just like hanging out with all the guys, talking mechanics, eating all the food. Kaylee likes her food. Mm-hmm. I respect that.
I do as well.
Yeah. And Mal's talking to I think he's like a lord or whatever, and Atherton and Inara come up and they say hello, and Mal asks her for a dance. Like, technically he asked Atherton if he can like take her to the dance. I think that was just mainly because he could tell, especially because like there was a point where they show you like Atherton like has her by the arm.
Yeah, he's like gripping that. That's bad.
Yeah, and we should also mention that he made her an offer to like be his permanent companion, which would not have been fun.
No, I would not. No. For
some reason, like I feel like he would have been the guy. Like if she would have won, he might have hit her.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that is that, and they dance, and then Atherton is being a dick and wants to take an hour back. Because he thinks, and basically like referring to her as a whore, but he says the quote was, money changed hands, basically saying that like she's mine, she's not yours, she's mine because of the money. So then Mal, I think, does the polite thing and punches him in the face.
Yeah, you gotta defend honor.
Yeah. And like, I'll bring up the point later, but this apparently means a duel.
It's a duel. It's like slapping somebody with a glove or something, except slapping them with your face in the face with a hard fist.
Yeah, but this is a duel with swords, which, look, Mal can punch and he has guns, but he cannot use a sword. No.
I can relate.
But Warwick agrees to be second basically means if Mal skips town, essentially, or it's like agrees not to do it, then Sir Warwick will fight for him. And also they have to put Mal in lodging so that he doesn't escape.
Yeah, that's funny. It's a nice setup, though. I wouldn't mind that lodging.
Yeah, I want to bring up the little bit there was like a side bit on Serenity. Much wasn't really happening. Simon and Book and Chain were doing some poker, and River kind of had a breakdown and ripped some stuff.
Yeah, she was doing her river thing.
She was doing a river thing.
Which is certainly a thing.
I honestly think she just had like a breakdown and like something like that. And also probably one of the best scenes, which is Zosh and
Sasha. Is that the ship name?
No, I think I don't even know what the ship name is for them.
No, I don't know much about. Okay.
Anyway, Zoe and Wash are having sex because they are
nice post-coitus.
They're married and it's okay.
Exactly. Remember, guys, it's only okay if you're married.
No, I'm joking. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they're having nice post-coitus, and it's an adorable. I think it's it
was actually a really cute scene. It was a good scene.
Really cute scene with them, and like Wash has a cute poem about her dying.
Yeah, if she were to die.
Well, she even says, because he even says like, you can't sleep. What's gonna happen? She's like, well, Jane will slit my throat, and then he'll take over. And he's like, that's right. Here lies my beloved Zoe. That smacks her ass.
Yeah.
Again, I like that's a respectable thing. If you're like, it's a cute thing. She's not as pretty now that she's all corpseified.
It's you can tell like it is.
Yeah, you're starting to ship them more and more now. Even though they're
good.
What is it? OTP?
No, OTP. No, OTP is like something that you call your own ship that you like a lot.
But
that's
this is already kind of like established.
Yeah,
it's canon.
It's canon. That's what it is. It's a canon ship.
Yeah. So that's the case. But then later on in Serenity, Badger comes on because he hears about the duel and thinks that the deal's not going to go through, especially if Mal dies. Because that's the thing. Like, if Mal loses, he dies.
Yeah.
Which will kind of suck.
Like a duel.
Yeah. So then Badger's like, we're all going to stay here until the duel's over. And for the most part, nothing really happens. They're trying to get them off the ship while, like, distracting them. First by having Zoe get naked, which Wash disapproves of. And then Jane says he'll get naked.
Which everyone disapproves of.
Everyone disapproves of. And then River just comes along. And, like, getting her kind of, like, psychic ability in there, she just starts talking in a Cockney accent.
That was something.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, I think she gets, like, to know, like, exactly who he is. And she's just like, and the truth of the matter is, and they even say this, I think they just did it as, like, a fun gag, but then they're like, if we needed a distraction, that was it.
That was so funny. I was thinking the same thing. Oh, that was good.
You're just like, yeah, I honestly just think they did that because they thought it'd be funny. Yeah. Meanwhile, that night before the duel, Inara sneaks off to see Mal, and he is doing a terrible job with the sword fighting.
He doesn't know how to use a sword.
He uses the wrong sword, too. Like, at first, it's like I don't know what kind of blade that was, but...
And Inara, being a companion, really knows how men should use swords.
Exactly. And they try to teach each other, and there's a little bit of sensuality. A little bit. Are you shipping them yet? Be like...
I don't really care. They haven't done anything to make me like, I ship that, but I'm like, I recognize that it's a thing.
Chemistry.
I recognize that it's a thing. I'm not like going, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, duel time. Yay. So they're fighting, and basically Atherton is so winning. He's winning. And the only reason he kind of, I think he like breaks the blade with his foot.
Yeah.
Which seemed a bit off. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a thin sword.
Anyway, so he breaks the blade, and then Mal wins, but he really only wins because like he like basically tricks him. He's Mal. He punches him.
He's me.
And then has the blade up, and then basically Mal thinks that like a great man would show mercy to this wounded guy. No, would humiliate him. And he says he's a great man, then pokes him. Says maybe I'm just a good man. Pokes him again.
Yeah, right. That was good.
That was a funny bit.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then, Atherton basically threatens Inara, but she comes back to him saying like, no, like I'll blacklist you.
Right.
Basically. And then
you'll never work in this town again.
And then Mal and Inara get back on the ship, and they say they got the cargo. Basically, we're like approved, so they get the cargo, which is a bunch of cows.
Yeah. Moo.
So there's a couple points I want to talk about. Like, I think this is kind of a big like treating women with respect episode.
I appreciate that.
Well, that's the thing, because he like Atherton basically like calls her a whore, calls Inara a whore, and then later on Mal does the same thing. Yeah, and she's kind of like, you're a hypocrite. Pointing that out, essentially, basically saying like, you know, like you get upset when he calls me a whore, but then you can do it. And then I don't know if I like this point, but like Mal brings up the point of like, no, like I don't love what you do as a job. Like that's why I call you a whore, because I think that's your job title. But like Atherton actually thinks you're a whore. Right. That's like he disrespects you as a person. So what do you think of that?
What do I think of that? That's a good question. I don't know. I think I'm not sure how they were trying to portray Mel in that, because like I get what he was saying and like there was some truth to it, but it was still but there was like still a level of like disrespect or not deliberately understanding what saying that meant, with like calling what's like saying she was a whore meant, or like that was it's just your job, and now you're still like not really getting it, I think. So I'm not sure if they were trying to portray him as, yes, I'm doing the right thing, or if they're just kind of be like, he's bad, but he's not that bad, kind of thing.
I think that makes sense, and also kind of like, what was I gonna say? I think also that kind of seems like Mal, like not, he's like I said, he's like, he's technically a nice guy, but he's not like the most amazing guy in the world. And also I think it's just because like he likes her. It's like that's kind of like that, like that's kind of thing. Like they are like kind of like that one. They are a ship couple.
Yeah.
Like that. You kind of see the pair. So maybe he just doesn't like that fact.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's a gray area with him. He's just not really sure.
Right.
But overall, fun episode for you.
Yeah, this was fun. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah. Anything like your favorite part, least favorite part?
I don't know. I think just like the ballroom stuff was just fun. It wasn't really anything that like pushed any part of the plot along or anything. It was just fun. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. And the stuff on the ship was fun. It was just like, it was a fun side plot. It was a fun kind of B plot.
Yeah.
So,
this is an episode, like, I do come back to once or twice. It's not one of, like, my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I think I brought this up, like, once with the next episode. We're going to get to some of my favorite episodes.
Okay.
That are just so much fun.
Yeah.
But, but this episode's a lot of fun. Like, I like the ballroom scene. It looked really nice.
Mm-hmm.
All the costumes look really good. And everything. Like, the bits with, I like the bit where basically... everybody had like a plan to beat up Badger's crew, but then Dara and Mouse walk in and they're like, "No, we were gonna do something." And Watch like I was gonna watch because he's probably not the best fighter. Mm-hmm. So this was a fun episode. Yeah, overall,
cool.
And that was also really you don't really learn much, but it's still
yeah. Like it's not like
it's kind of like the train job, but like better than the train job.
Yes, exactly. I would say the same. Yeah.
Better than the train job. All right, we'll be right back with the next episode, Safe. We're back. We're focusing on episode 5, Safe, which is a big Simon and River episode. Yeah. I think you learn. I don't know if you really learn much of them as characters, but you kind of like learn their backstory.
Yeah, you explore the backstory a little more because you're not really seeing anything that they didn't tell you before because it's really the same story that Simon tells in the first episode, but you are kind of seeing the depth of it or what it meant kind of, or like seeing a little bit more about their background and why that was important. Yeah, exactly.
They were rich. They lived in like high society.
Affluent. Yeah, affluent.
So we start off episode with a flashback to 11 years in the past, and baby Zac Efron.
I was so surprised you're here because I was like, you're like, you know who that is? And I was like, is that Zac Efron?
Yeah.
He was a baby. But I was trying to do the math in my head because it's been 10 years since High School Musical because that's the big thing this year. It's been like 10 years. But then but this was 2002 or 2003? 2002. So that's 4 years. But he looks like 10 years older in High School Musical as opposed to like the 4 years younger that he was in that show. I don't know. I was like doing mental math.
I think he was probably like 14 maybe. Saying maybe 13, 14.
Yeah, that kind of sounds right.
I was going to tell you my fun fact, which I will tell you now. Fun fact.
Please share.
This was his first role.
Aw, the baby. Oh, little Zac Efron. He's so cute.
That's like, I didn't even, fun fact, like when I first watched this episode, I didn't even notice it, but then like somehow I just saw it. And
it was hard when you first see it because it was like the profile shot for a while, but as soon as you see like the first one, you're like, oh,
yeah, and I was thinking, I thought there was like another flashback with them, but then there wasn't. So I'm like, okay, no, that's Zac Efron. Yeah. I just find that so funny that like Zac Efron was in a Joffrey thing. Yeah. And it's okay. But anyway, so the flashback is just like Simon and River, they're at their home, and they are just being, cutesy and adorable, and that kind of thing. And their father comes in and it says like he got Simon like a thing to help become a doctor.
Yeah, what was the thing? I didn't really catch that.
Oh, and also, see this, I didn't really notice this. River was like correcting the textbooks, and so she's smart.
Oh. Get it? She's smart. I don't know. I feel like they keep
I think it's just like
pointing that out.
Okay, I don't know what it was, but let's keep on the flashback because there's 2 more flashbacks throughout the show. So there's that one, and the next one is literally like Simon seeing these letters and saying something's wrong with River. And did you use River's good handwriting? Did you see that?
Oh no, I didn't get to see like.
It was like
I didn't just stare at it.
Calligraphy.
Oh, so pretty.
It was pretty. But, so yeah, that was that, and, like, I was kind of wondering, like, why her parents, like, weren't concerned. I mean, well, I think they might have thought he was a bit paranoid, but, like, he was, like, he's, like, super determined that, like, something's wrong.
He knows.
So, like, but what do you think of that? Do you think it's because of like that? I think it's because of like their society standard.
I don't know. I was kind of hard to try to get if it was just like, because you could, if they don't care that much, you can fall into lazy writing of just, oh, nobody believes him, so he has to be insane. But it's like, not be insane, but like go to these lengths. Or is it, but wait, if it's like like this government school, are the parents in on it? Do the parents know?
Then why would they want to attach their daughter to it?
Or you know, do they have some kind of coaxing as far as like, this is important, like trust us, like some kind of thing like that? I don't know, like something like a conspiracy that they're in on, or is it just that they just don't care? So I think I don't know.
Yeah, they also point out that, like the letters she's writing are like in code. That kind of thing. So maybe like they just can't read the code. Yeah. And they're just kind of like they're saying like he's just like, maybe they think like, oh, he just misses his sister.
Yeah, but if your kid is that smart, I feel like you would have some level of trust in them. But who knows?
Well, it's also that because like there's a line where the mom says, oh, she was playing one of her games. So that might have been it. Yeah. And I think it's also, I don't think that the parents knew exactly what was going on. Okay. Like I just have that feeling like if they knew they were like torturing their child. And it looked like like I know they wanted the best for their children, but it looked like they genuinely care about them.
Yeah, I don't think they didn't care. It's just, I don't know. But they didn't look like they didn't care, which was weird that they would like so flippantly be like, nah, she's fine, don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it.
I think, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Yeah. But then the next flashback is Simon was like talking to some illegal people to try to get River out. And then the father gets caught, and the father finds out and tries to bail him out, and then he basically says, like, if you do this again, like, your sister's fine. I think they honestly assume that because it's government, she's fine. Your sister's fine. If you do this again, we're not helping you out. Right. And then you see the rest of the thing where he clearly kept going.
Yeah. He did what he had to do.
He did what he did to save his sister, who wouldn't. Yeah. So those are the flashbacks. So in present day, so Simon's still trying to help out his sister and trying to figure out what's wrong, but she's kind of, I think they said he was like probing her a bit, like Simon was. So like, and I think they kind of gave her flashbacks, which wasn't good. So he's just kind of like, okay, well, we won't do it. Yeah. And Mal basically wants them to stay out of the business because they're going to like this like backwater colony of Jingin, something like that. Yeah. The Chinese. Release the cattle and get rid of all that cow shit. Yeah. There's so much. Who's going to clean that?
I don't know. I was like, you said that at least like 3 times. Really, who's going to clean that up?
But like, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
So they get rid of the cattle and they're giving it to like these brothers. And we saw earlier like these like people who were like more like backwash, and they were like skinning a rabbit.
Yeah. Oh, they graphically skinned that rabbit. Like you saw that thing and like. Wheem.
So you're kind of like, oh, they're the bad people, kind of. But then you see
not necessarily bad, but I don't know. It just caught me off guard.
So they're trying to figure out a grant. Meanwhile, Kaylee and Nara are in town shopping. Kaylee wants something to get for Simon.
Oh, Simon. Oh, I want to get you like this nice plate.
Well, I mean, like she wants to try to be upper class for him. Yeah. But, it's classy. And then Simon and River come in, and Simon's a bit stressed. Let's just say that. He's a bit.
So it's yeah. He's got a lot on his plate. His metaphorical painted plate.
But yeah. So then he says he's a bit mean to Kaylee.
Yeah, he doesn't get it. It's just rich boys, they just don't get it.
Do you think that Simon likes Kaylee?
Oh, I don't know. I think he seems clueless.
I mean, definitely, like we said, like, he's definitely a bit clueless, and also, like we said, his sister is a bit of a handful. Just a bit.
Just a tad bit. Yeah, I'd say that.
And then River runs off. Like you do.
Yeah, she do.
Before we get to where they are, back with Mal and Jane and all that, they're trying to make a deal with these brothers, and they make a deal, and then the police come in, and they try to arrest them. Yep. Meanwhile, shots go off.
Shots were fired.
And Buck gets shot.
And he did not deserve it.
No, and so it's not even like a good
Poor man.
Like, with like when Kaylee got shot, like she got shot and thought that probably wouldn't have killed her.
Yeah, or maybe eventually. No, maybe, yeah.
But like, he got shot like bad. Like right near the heart area.
Yeah, that was like right, bam. right in the chest
And he had
there.
a seizure later on.
Ooh, that was bad. Was that a seizure or like a cardiac arrest kind of thing?
He looked like he was shaking, so I assumed it was a seizure.
I know nothing about medical knowledge.
I like this because like during that whole thing, like during the whole gunfight, you see like find River, and she's basically like there's like this dance and festival thing going on.
Yeah, like a nice
and she decides to like dance along, and like you see that Summer Cloud's like dancing technique, and she's a really good dancer.
Yeah,
and it's like this. It's like cuts between like that and then the fight scene. Which it was kind of it was weird.
I thought it was synced well musically. Yeah, I liked how that was edited.
I felt like it's like this like something like really like dramatic, like a fight scene, but like a fun little dance. Mm-hmm. But then bad things happen. The first one is obviously Book getting shot. Yeah. And then Simon getting kidnapped.
They just put a bag over his head.
They kidnap him. Because apparently nobody told them that because Wash tries to go find them. And then he goes back. And apparently nobody told them, by the way, people just come and kidnap people.
Yeah, by the way, it's down. People kidnap.
Which is like an odd thing. Like, why would you?
I don't know.
And this is like, and you get to the why they kidnapped him. And they find River and they take her too. Mm-hmm. And you get to the point why they kidnapped him. That's kind of the one thing I don't like about this episode. Because basically the only reason they kidnap him is because they find out he's a doctor and they need a doctor.
Right.
Why didn't they just ask?
I don't know. They could just be like, hey, man.
They seem like reasonable people. So, like, my question the whole time is, like, you could have just gone out to them and been like, hey, you might be, I don't know if you're going to be here for a bit, but, like, we got a bunch of sick people. Would you mind helping?
Yeah, it's like, you got a second?
Like, Simon would have said yes. Like, no problem. I know they don't know him, but, like, they could have asked, and then if Simon would have said no, which he wouldn't have.
Then they kidnap him. Exactly.
Meanwhile, Serenity just leaves them behind.
Just like, peace out.
Peace out, basically. Yeah. And because they're trying to get some help for Book, so they go to the Alliance, or they need to go to the Alliance, basically. Mm-hmm. And so they try to request to get some help, and they say, like, no, we got papers, we just want you to help this guy. And I don't think the papers are legal papers.
No, those were the they were like the same papers you use to get into a bar when you're under 21.
Yeah, but then Book says, I've got an ID in my pocket. And they show him the ID, and then they immediately help him.
Yep, that is not explained.
It's not explained, and it probably would have been explained if they had more episodes. But
apparently it wasn't explained. It won't be explained in the show.
Actually, and I was lying to you a bit. It is explained in a comic book.
Oh, in the comic book. Yeah. Okay, but
like
not
a whole, like,
in the series.
I haven't read any of the comics, but I know there's like a 3-part comic base explaining, like, I think he was, like, I think before, I can say it basically now, I think before he was like a preacher, he was like some kind of alliance officer. So that happened.
Is he an agent?
I don't know.
Secret?
Like, literally,
agent
I don't remember.
Shepard.
That's kind of my thing. What's the next part? Anyway, so then Simon and River are just like helping out everybody. And Simon and River feel like a cute little scene with some berries.
Yeah, they have a cute sibling scene.
She says the berries are poisonous. She's joking now.
I knew it. I was like, oh man, I bet those are poisonous. Oh, you bitch.
Fucking bitch. Anyway. Bitch. But, and then, like, she's just, like, kind of, I think she, like, thinks that she's gonna get better, but, like, and it's just, like, they're really good, like, they were clearly always close.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of nice. Like, do you like their relationship?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, this poor boy's trying really hard. I don't think she gets it, but whatever.
Well, also, I mean, we saw bits of what happened to her, but, like, considering,
yeah,
I don't think it's, like, a great thing. But anyway, but also somebody else is missing, which is, like, a little girl named Ruby. Ruby? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then River basically says everything that went to happen to her. Which basically, like, her mother killed the family, basically. And then the nurse is kind of like, she talked to you? Ruby doesn't talk. And then I'm just like, River, shut up. Honey.
She just cannot read the atmosphere. This intelligent person who could read a lot of books can't read the atmosphere.
Like, considering, like, the way that she grew up in the school that she went to and, like, the way that her mind is, her brain probably thinks scientifically. So she's not thinking that, like...
Can't read the atmosphere.
She can't read the atmosphere, but then she honestly says, like, no, her voice was scared away, so she didn't tell me. So then the nurse declares witchcraft.
Yeah.
Which probably River was not thinking. Simon's, like, freaking out.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, not even that. That makes sense why she said that. But then, like, later on, she still does the same thing, even though that got her in trouble in the first place. I'm like, child, use your brain.
Think, like, they messed her brain up bad.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, and then...
Still.
Like, the guy, and, like, she basically accuses, like, this, the head guy, whatever he was, of, murdering the other head guy. So he hits her, which...
You know, casual violence against women.
Yeah, they didn't even do the proper witch test, like, making sure that she weighed the same as a duck, and then drown her. Like, duh, does anybody?
We just go straight to the stake burning.
Yeah,
nowadays.
they want to burn her at the stake. Meanwhile, Simon actually does a good job fighting for once.
Yeah, he punches a couple people.
Punches a couple people.
Like the
I feel like probably because
is.
like, it was adrenaline rush, because like his sister was about to die.
Yeah.
And then he gets up on the thing to die with her.
Yeah,
which, like,
he could have tried to at least get her out.
My theory was that like there's more of them, and there's a bunch of guns.
Still.
Like, I don't think they would have made it. But anyway, Firefly comes back.
Yeah.
And they have guns, and they call themselves big damn heroes. And they just.
Mm-hmm.
And they save the day. Hooray. And Book's going to be okay. And then Simon basically asks, why'd you come back? And I think the show's good character for Mal. He says, you're part of my crew. So he'll do anything for the crew.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah. So that's the end of that episode. What'd you think of that?
I like that episode. I thought we got to see more of River as a character, which was good because she's been around, and then she's done her like
River
thing.
Self?
Yeah, she's done her River thing, and then but that doesn't really show much of her as a character as much as it shows her as kind of like a carrier of plot.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought this gave a chance to, while she was still doing that, I saw a little bit more of who she was as a person, which I really liked. Also, I think I like Simon as a character, so it was nice to see him do a thing.
Mm-hmm. You like Baby Zac Efron?
His Baby Zac Efron was nice. It was cute.
Yeah.
It was cute. But, yeah, so that was pretty much, I think, the things that stood out to me. Otherwise, the stuff with Shepherd book or whatever, I thought that was interesting. But knowing now that you don't really get to find much more about it in the series was kind of like, eh.
I mean, I feel like that you would have if the show.
Yeah, exactly. Like the possibility was there, but so I thought that was interesting and something that I would have liked to see explored. Mm-hmm. So yeah, overall, pretty good episode.
Yeah, I think I did enjoy this episode, but it's not really one I go back to.
Right. And
yeah, for the most part, I think it's fine, and I like the stuff with Simon and River. I think like that is like the most interesting part of the show a bit. Mine's like, I mean, I like the other characters too, and then like so that was the focal point.
Yeah.
So do you really like it? What are you thinking of the show overall? Are you getting more into it now?
Yeah, I think they're really, I mean, it's still kind of giving little things here and there that make me more interested. It's like, oh, I want to learn more about this, or oh, I want to see more of these things, or I'd like to see more of the types of settings or the types of characters and blah 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 blah. Yeah. So it hasn't lost my interest, but I feel like haven't really hit those like wham episodes yet. The ones that are like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like looking at like the next like few episodes, and like they're probably like the next probably like 2 or 3 episodes that we do, like, or first of probably like 5 or 6 episodes of Firefly are like some of my favorite.
Yeah. So yeah, because I think if people were telling me that the episodes I just watched were like the best ones, I would think it was a very overhyped show.
No.
But you know, you saying that you know that there's better episodes coming, I think I'm still kind of on this, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, me personally, like, Shindig is probably pretty up there for me.
Yeah,
but it's not one of my favorites.
Right.
But I feel like I really like it. Like, yeah. Literally, we're getting to our Mrs. Reynolds in the next episode, and that episode's, I love that episode so much.
Oh, get hype.
Yeah, that episode's a lot of fun.
Okay.
So.
Hey, I'm excited.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That is it for this episode of First Reaction Fan Reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Or vice versa. We will return next week with Our Mrs. Reynolds and Janetown.
All right.
Catch you guys later. Signing out.
Peace.
Bye.
You can't take the sky from me.